Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. We have a good night of news for you. Today was a busy day for me as we're waiting for some people to get in. Uh, but I did get those canvases mailed out to those of you who I promised canvases to. And more, of course, will be on the way as the Etsy shop will be up and going next week for those of you who are asking about that. Let's get into this news, though. So, we're going to start with some breaking news, something that was reported a little over an hour ago. So the Albany Times-Union first reported the FBI and federal prosecutors in Brooklyn are investigating Governor Andrew Cuomo's coronavirus task force with a particular focus on his administration's handling of nursing homes early in the coronavirus pandemic. The full scope of investigation is not immediately clear, but the Albany Times sources, I should say, said there was a particular interest in nursing homes, which have been a source of controversy lately for Andrew Cuomo. And again, this is something we reported on a little while ago, where Andrew Cuomo, where a New York Times article basically had an Andrew Cuomo aide admitting to manipulating the numbers. So now there's an FBI investigation into this, and we will follow that along as we go forward. But now I want to focus on really the main news that's everywhere. And it's the historic weather we're seeing in the South, but especially Texas, who has been seeing historic weather. At least 10 people have died in weather-related incidents in Texas alone. Another issue being seen in Texas, on top of the death and the freezing cold temperatures, millions of people are without power or water. In Houston, it was the third day today of widespread power outages. As a result of no power and freezing temperatures, pipes have burst both underground and as seen on multiple TikTok videos and Facebook videos, as well as in buildings and in homes, making access to clean water a problem and causing flooding in homes and buildings. All right. So this is a serious issue in Texas, and I follow a few news sources out of Texas, and seeing people say they're out of power 4 or 5 days, that is so sad, and it's freezing cold. So, I hope that you guys are staying strong down there. I know there's warming shelters and stuff, and I know I've seen all the pictures of like the turtles they were putting in warming shelters. So many turtles. Oh my. It was just incredible. All right, and I want to get into another story here out of Texas. So the mayor of Colorado City, Texas, Tim Boyd, has resigned after a Facebook post of his had gone viral. Now, I'm sure many of you guys have seen what I'm talking about, have seen this. But in case you haven't, I'm going to quote like the first little part of it, not the whole thing, but it's very easy to find. So, no one owes you or your family anything, nor is it the local government's responsibility to support you during trying times like this. Sink or swim, it's your choice. The city and county, along with power providers or any other service, owes you nothing. I'm sick and tired of people looking for a damn handout. And it continues down this line where he eventually says stuff like, the strong will survive, amongst other things. And again, this man was a mayor. Now, he's resigned from being mayor, and the post has since been deleted by Boyd. But again, guys, if you really want to see the entire quote, it's quite lengthy, but it's all over. News has screenshots. People have screenshots, obviously. It's something you can check out. All right. Now, the coolest story of the day, and one of the coolest stories I feel like this year so far, has been all the activity on Mars. So NASA's $2.7 billion Perseverance rover is set to land in the Jezero crater tomorrow. There's no guarantee this rover will survive through the landing. Only 40% of all Mars surface missions actually land successfully. All right. But if it is successful, this car-sized rover will hunt for signs of ancient life, collect catch samples for a future return to Earth, and help demonstrate a variety of new technologies. Now, this is also the third spacecraft this month to explore the red planet, capping a very busy month for Mars. And this is very exciting, as I'm sure we are going to learn a lot about the red planet in the upcoming months and years. And I think that's really, really cool. Let's get into our last story of the night. So tonight was the second day of protest in Spain after the arrest of rapper Pablo Hansel. He was taken to prison to serve a 9-month sentence for insulting the monarchy and glorifying terrorism in a song about former King Juan Carlos I, and in 64 other tweets several years ago. Amnesty International said the case was the latest in a string of cases against artists and social media personalities being put on trial for violating Spain's 2015 public security law. Some in Spain's government have vowed to change this law in the light of the protest and what they have been calling free speech violations. Now, yesterday, after Hansel's arrest, protests quickly broke out in Madrid and Barcelona. Each were said to have been attended by thousands. Protests had quickly turned violent and led to police firing rubber bullets and tear gas and using LRAD devices to clear protesters. Now, LRAD, if you are not aware, long-range acoustic devices. Sometimes you hear them called sound bombs, but yeah. Protesters reportedly threw bottles, rocks, and lit barricades on fire, as seen in some videos. 75 people were injured in total from both nights of protest, according to reports. And in the first night, 18 people were arrested. The second night, 30 people were arrested. The second night being tonight. And again, that is all in response. Now, if you don't know Pablo Hansel, he is a rapper from Spain. I'm not super familiar with his work, if I'm honest with you, but he is a rapper in Spain who apparently is very big on calling out certain political leaders in the area. But that's what we got for you guys tonight. I appreciate all the support, guys. We're keeping this going. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I hope you have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow.